Yes. Oh, William Sonora.
Yeah. Yep.
Great. So hi everybody in the world, all five of you that are watching. This is Arusha from Push a Cure Fan Documentary, and I have Jeff Downing from Philly, who is, where are you?
I am in Stuttgart outside the Schleier Hall slash Porsche Arena. It seems
Um,
like there's maybe like 300 people in line right now. I got here about 10 minutes ago. There was maybe 150. So it's
oh
really
wow.
starting to fill in.
Can you turn the camera around so we can see the people?
Yep.
There you go. And if you stood that way, like you could face us and then we could see that or whatever you feel
Yep.
comfortable with. Voila.
There you go. My big head's in the way, but that's all right.
No, it's good. This is perfect, Jeff. This is you've got the perfect visual with the tree on your left and the Porsche on your right.
Yep.
Okay, now our doors at 6 o'clock.
I think so. Yeah. So they changed the time of the show. It was supposed to start at 8. They changed it to 7:30, but it doesn't appear that they changed the door openings a half an hour either. So obviously it's not quite 6 yet. So obviously it wasn't 5:30.
Okay, so I'm sure the people over there are probably a little bit stressed and anxious to get in. But do you see any of the usual suspects? Like, is Jojo around? Could we maybe say hi to him or?
Yeah. Let me see if I can get them. Hold on one
Okay,
second.
okay.
I'm trying to remember where he went. There he is. You're on video, buddy.
Hi,
Say hi to
Jojo.
Arusha.
Hi, Arusha. How's it going?
It's good. How are you doing?
Hello.
Uh, Jojo, how long have you been there today?
Well,
She wants to know how long you've been here.
we got here about 10 minutes ago,
Ah, easy peasy.
so
Um,
I know it's a wee effort. What can I say?
no, it's still cool. You know, it's always exciting for people who are
I'm
not
looking forward to
there.
the show, and it's been great to see Jeff, and hopefully I'll see some other pals at the end. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, Jeff? Are you wearing headphones and he can't hear you?
Yeah. So he can't hear. So I'm just translator trying to tell him whatever you're saying.
Ah, okay. Ask
Sorry.
him what number show is this of this tour for him?
She wants to know what number show this is for you on this tour.
I think this is the eighth,
Great, and then how many more?
or maybe the ninth.
Or maybe the ninth. He's not sure. How many more do you have?
It'll be 20 in total. So this is the ninth because Cologne will be the 10th.
Okay.
Great. Thanks, Jojo.
Yep. Said thank you.
That's okay.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Oh, it's the other guy too. He's so nice. What's his name? I'm forgetting that
Which
his
guy?
the guy that's with him.
Oh, I forget too.
All right, well, stay close to the crowd because it's still nice to
Yep.
see. Now let's. So you and I were both at Strasbourg and Basel,
Correct. Yep.
and you started at. Remind me, what was your first kickoff show for this little run?
Frankfurt.
Okay, so out of the three shows so far, this being your fourth out of seven, what's a good recap? What's the highs and lows, the best, the worst?
To me, it had to be Basel just because of the set list. Um, I'm more into the darker stuff, and that was a very dark set. I just enjoyed that show more, probably because the music was more my style. I've seen people complaining online about the crowds, and some people weren't dancing and they were sitting, but who cares? They're enjoying their own show. And it's
Yeah,
been like that in a couple of shows I've been in with the seats. People are sitting. Who cares? That's what they want.
yeah. I mean, for me, the two shows were Strasbourg was definitely more subdued. The audience was a little bit more
Yeah.
subdued, but so was the set list. The set list was sort of softer, like Last Day of Summer, right? And
Yep.
Just a little hint, we're going to stay on until the doors open because it'll be curious because I can tell the tension is
Yeah, they
building.
can just kind of go that way, and you can see when the doors open, see the mad rush.
People freaking out. And then all we're going to need you to do is actually like fly over into the theater. Just kidding. Anyway, but then in Basel, the crowd was much more enthusiastic, but I think a lot of them were younger. So I think a lot of it was
Yeah.
just, look, when the body ages, you can't jump around like little jumping beans anymore.
Oh, tell me about it.
So, and the set list was darker, and that first encore was fucking sane. But,
Yeah.
technically there was a lot, like Robert forgot the words, and strings were breaking, and there was something going on with the drums. But it was still such a, like, I felt like I was, like, eating the apple, and the apple was crimson. It was just, like, right there. Like, all the energy was so pungent and powerful.
Right. Yeah, it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What did you think about tell the crowd about the atmosphere after the show? Like what was happening after
What
the
in Basel?
at the venue?
And people, they didn't close down any of the tills or anything, so people were still getting more alcohol after the shows or after the show was done, which is different than other places because the show's over, that's it, they're done, close it up and they're out. But people were still drinking, still hanging out, still enjoying each other's company. Um, Unfortunately, I saw a girl get sick outside, but it is what it
Ew.
is.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
surprised. It was total drunk o'clock. It was like
yeah,
it was so weird because like in the States generally, the venue closes and you leave. Like and you go
right,
drink or have food elsewhere, but this was like it was so loud. Like you get out of this like beautiful concert and there's a giant hall of like it's like cacophony, like because the
yeah,
the echo, and everyone was hammered. I mean, wasted. So I got a really cold
right.
pretzel afterwards, and my
Oh,
friend
but
got
they're so good.
a cold pretzel.
Oh yeah, all the pretzel. Well, except for the pretzel today, they've all been good.
Has that been your tour diet?
Like, that's my tour diet, unfortunately.
Right.
Or fortunately, I mean, I like pretzels, so I guess it's a fortunate thing.
Yeah, no, I like pretzels too, but I was hoping it was a little bit warmer. And then I learned a little bit about Swiss culture because there were these little plates with mustard, and I was really hungry, so I was like, "Me want food, me want cheese on," And the woman's like, "No, we don't have any cheese ones left." So I looked at this ketchup thing, and I said, "Can I have ketchup?" And Jeff, I'll tell you what, she was not having it. She was just like,
Eh,
are you an alien from another planet? Because you do not put ketchup on a pretzel.
yeah,
And apparently,
yeah,
my friend said that the Swiss are very, like you stay in the box. Like that's sort of the traditional way. If there's any Swiss listening, you can tell me I'm full of it. But I was very shocked at her real resistance to me putting ketchup on a pretzel.
sure. Yeah, I thought it was funny that when you walked into the venue, or after they scan your ticket, there's somebody handing out earplugs, foam earplugs for everybody, and there was a girl handing out Ricola. So handing out
Really?
mints to everybody. I just thought that was, not only they're concerned about your hearing safety, but they want you to have fresh breath as well. I thought that was kind of cool.
Very Swiss. Very
Yeah,
Swiss. Also, maybe subliminal advertising. Uh,
yeah,
much like David's commenting about the apple. Yeah, we should all eat more apples. I actually have an apple
yeah.
here, David. But so Jeff, where are you tonight at the show?
Pretty much my tour spot. It's side stage on Reeves' side. It just happens to be that that's where the seats, the best seats when I bought them, they were always in that spot. So I'm only a couple rows off the floor,
Oh, nice.
and
Couple
it's
of
been nice too.
roads.
The venues that we've been in, it's like, because the sides are elevated, there's nobody in my line of sight. Inevitably you're on the floor, and there's always that 6'6" guy that stands in front of you and everybody else. But in the seats, it's not that case. So I have a clear view the whole time.
Yeah, I was noticing that. So last night at the Basel venue, so there's the floor, which obviously is completely flat. It's very long, and then on the sides, the seats were very slanted. So like what you're saying, it seemed like there's a
Yeah,
lot of height, and so it appeared that there are no bad seats.
yeah. It seemed like it was very steep.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that mine I went down to get to instead of having to go up. When you went up to your seats, it seemed like there was probably 20 or 30 rows above where you went up. So I can't imagine being all the way up there.
Right, and I'm trying to remember Strasbourg. It was also, oh, that was just more rounded, but that was far away. Like those seats were pretty far, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was in those seats, and I think I mentioned to you and a couple other people that I think that's probably the farthest I've been away from the stage at a Cure show since the late '80s, and that's no joke. I mean, seriously, it was different. Poor me,
Right.
right?
Yeah, poor you. How's the weather over there?
It is chilly. It's right. It's about 43 Fahrenheit, 7 C. Um, it wasn't too bad walking up here. I was kind of standing around talking to a couple people for 10 or 15 minutes, and just the 10 or 15 minutes, my feet are frozen. So I
Right,
can't
right, right.
imagine. I have a friend that's up front. He's been here since 11:30.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm sure he's looking forward to getting in, just at least just to warm up.
Now, Jeff, do you mind getting us a little bit closer and being a little creepy, and just so we can see a
Yeah,
little bit
they
of the
turn.
mayhem going on? Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Here's the people getting in. Oh, they're not even letting people in yet.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to. They're
They're
looking at
getting
tickets.
ready. It's
Yep.
6:01. They're warming up. This is
This,
always like
this wouldn't
crunch
happen in
time.
Switzerland.
What?
So this wouldn't happen in Switzerland. 6 o'clock, they're opening the doors. They're very precise.
Right. Right. Well, also, and the weird thing in Strasbourg is they made the men go on one side and the women go on the other. It was very weird.
Yeah, I did notice that.
That's a fair amount of people, though. I mean, like at Strasbourg, there was not, I would say there was maybe 80 people waiting.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, there's several hundred now. It's probably about 3 times as many people as when I got here originally, maybe 4 times.
Damn.
So I don't know if you can see all the people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Do you recognize anyone in line that you've met
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go. Here it is.
That's that
Dun,
guy
dun,
that just
dun,
got
dun,
patted
dun.
down. That first guy in. That first guy in. That's my buddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here they go. Look at him run. Look at him.
See,
Look at him. Oh my God, this
see,
is
see,
so
see,
exciting.
Yeah.
This guy needs to get out of your way. Leather jacket, man. There we go. Oh God. Somebody
This
forgot
girl in the front
something.
is really getting. The girl in the front is really getting patted down. That's the worst.
I know. It's so cute though, because it's just like, you wait for hours and hours and hours, and then everybody runs in.
Yep. Yeah, you can see. I don't know if you can see the people running here.
Yeah, that's great. You can't help it either. I mean, or at least I do like the old woman shuffle. I kind of shuffle along.
Yeah. It's fun. Different venues or different ways. They either don't say anything and just let you run, or other places will yell at you for running. I remember in Manchester 2016, they were one of the places that yelled at you if you ran to try and get down to the front. And I just remember kind of almost power walking, and the guy's yelling at me not to run. I'm like, I'm not running, you're running. And he kind of just looked at me like what the hell is wrong with you? I just kept going. just to get down front. It's crazy.
Oh, that's great.
It's not allowed. Empty or full.
So,
You must go
no.
downstairs. And then there's the counter.
Somebody brought a sign in, and he's getting not allowed to come in.
The door.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
sign?
Yep.
Wow, I thought maybe it was the backpack.
Yes. We
Dude,
have
just
open
throw away the
outlets
sign.
open. Please give it
Yeah,
up.
no kidding. Yeah, just leave it. Who cares?
Yeah, poor things.
So, yep. Yeah, it's going smooth now. Here's one thing I don't understand. Maybe this is me just being me. There's people that have been waiting here for however long, and they ran in the door and they went right to the merch stand.
Where's the merch stand? Can you see it?
Yeah, it's just right. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm trying to see if I can get in there. So, can you see just inside, and see where the people are walking by?
Yeah.
Just behind that, there's a thing that says T-shirts, accessories. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
that
can see
is
it or not.
that is crazy. Now, what happens if you follow the people running? Is there any more glass? Like, let's let go of the gates. Let's go.
So let's follow this person. Hold on. That's as far as we can get.
I see. All right. Well, so then what are your plans, Jeff? Are you going in after the Mad Rush? Oh, what's behind you? Is those
Yeah,
tickets?
Yeah, it's a ticket booth, but they're not open. Well, maybe they are. Hold on. All right, so I was just standing there when I was talking to you before, and they were not open, so it made me a liar.
Right.
guess
Well, that
that's
makes
what we'll call.
sense. That makes sense.
Yep.
When doors are open. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'll wait until the Mad Rush is done, and then I'll go in.
And then what do you do? What do you like to do? Do you like to
I was
get a beer?
just gonna talk about that. That's what I'm gonna do. And unfortunately, there's an hour and a half until Twilight Sag goes on, so there might be more than one involved.
Well, the good news is that
maybe
you're
we'll
seated.
get my tour meal. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're
Hold
pro-
on, let me see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see JoJo there.
Where's JoJo?
Can you see him right in front, about to go in? Trying to see. Oh,
Ah, there he is. That's a good view because you have to remember my little triangle face is in the way of the screen.
yep. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see where I'm going because the camera's pointing the other way. So hopefully JoJo gets in okay. It'd be kind of
Okay.
embarrassing if he gets caught with something.
Here he goes. Here's the pat down and 3, 2, 1.
All right, he's in.
Action. Great,
It's like
Jeff.
watching your kid go through airport security. So, but yeah, like I said, I'll wait until everything dies down. I'll just go in and hang out and see if we can find anybody else that we know, and just kill some time.
Great. And like before I mention it briefly, have you met anybody new on this tour yet? Have you made any new friends yet?
A few here and there. Again, because I've been in seats, I haven't gone early, but I have met a few people that I've talked to online, and finally, got to meet them in person. So it was nice to put a face to the keyboard, for lack of a better way of explaining it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've met so many, people that you see online in reality, which is just, for me, it's so rewarding because, first of all, I really don't like being online, even though it's like a necessary evil at this point. But
Right.
I don't know, just the warmth, like, the Italian community was so great, and these Croatians that I met, and obviously Hungarian friends. And then last night or the other night at Basel, we met a couple from Phoenix. They were going, I think, maybe for a few shows, and then we met a couple from Indonesia in Strasbourg. Did I tell you this?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So keep going, keep fanning, as my friend Tink would say. And I don't know, if you have the energy, maybe we could see you right before The Cure, but if not, no worries.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, yep.